Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is one of the first wave of Transformers Legacy figures. It is a Dragstrip. Now, you might know Dragstrip is one of the members of Menasor, the combiner, the awesome combiner. So yeah, this is a deluxe class figure. We've already done some unboxings and reviews of some of the smaller figures. And then, of course, we've got Optimus coming soon. We'll be doing a review and unboxing of that one. So, all right, so my history. Like, I grew up, I loved either Transformers or Legos were kind of my big two toy lines growing up. With Transformers, it was always interesting is, like, which figures I was into and which ones I wasn't. Menasor wasn't, I liked Menasor in the comics, or not the comics, the cartoon. I was not a big fan of Menasor, the toy. It was just a combiner I didn't have. I was way more about Constructicons, but I never had Devastator, and that was like the one I've always wanted. I had some of the aerial bots. The funniest is I had all the aerial bots except one, and then they came out with the combo pack. So then, of course, my parents wouldn't buy me the combo pack for one figure, so I never had all the aerial bots. I had a good chunk of them though. I did have a couple of combiners. I had oh god, what was the one with the lion and I'm totally blanking on its name. Yeah, the one with the lion and all the animals. That was the one I definitely had. So yeah, the combiner. Like I loved the concept of the combiners. I thought it was such a cool thing. But back then, how old I was, 7, 8 years old, something like that. It was just so expensive to get them. So I rarely got them. So I'm really kind of digging and interested in seeing how this works out with these figures. Because they're much larger size. I mean, this Menasor should be huge when it's complete. The other thing I want to point out is this the new packaging that you can see. It's the much more environmental packaging, environmentally friendly. You can go touch the figure now through. There's no plastic here. The one thing that's driving me nuts is this. I just wish it was a square box. I know not quite maybe as exciting, but for some reason this section here is just, it's visually like really weird to me. Alright, so as I was getting at it, I did not have the figures for Menasor. I had Motormaster, and I think that was it. Bruticus I had Bruticus. Bruticus was one I definitely had. That was absolutely the one. I had Bruticus. Predaking was the animal one, and I had a good chunk of the aerial bots. I'm trying to think if I had any of the other combiners. I don't think so. I had a couple of the couple of them for Devastator, but I never got them all. So my collecting was kind of weird on Transformers. I had a nice eclectic mix of figures. There we go. I was fine having my eclectic mix of figures. It was all the ones I wanted. I think my favorites was the OG Optimus. Blur was a big one for me. I don't know why I loved the Blur figure. Who else was the other ones that were like really big for me? Six Shot was one, I think, that I really, really liked. Blitzwing. Triple Changers were big ones for me. And then Headmasters and all that when that came out. That was towards the end. I didn't have tons of them, but the ones I had, I really, really dug. That was kind of when I was getting like slightly out of Transformers. And that embarrassment of unpacking. All right, let's do the test that I always like to do. Stand, no problem at all. Let's do movement on feet. Not really up and a little bit of up and down. Knee, general good movement with the knees. Kind of a double bend. Hip, really solid movement. Twist at the upper leg. Arms. Decent movement. Back and forth. Wrist does not move again, which is interesting. That seems to be something we're seeing with a lot of these. Head back and forth, not really side to side. That's the one thing that's standing out with a lot of these is that the hands are not moving much at all. So let's go see how easy it is to put in these blasters. The answer is not that difficult. All right, details, really, I think really nice to figure. You know, obviously pretty yellow. Some stripes, we get the top. Face looks pretty good. I mean, overall, it feels like it's a nice, solid take on the classic figure. You know, nothing too fancy, but just a nice updated take. So the big question would be is, how easy can we transform him? We can also take the guns and combine those as well. Pretty cool. And then apparently store the guns on the back, which seems to be pretty cool and helpful. All right, let's do the see if I can transform him, how easily we can transform, and do my best to keep him keep this all on camera too. All right. Now, those who've seen my videos, you know I'm not really great at transforming this stuff anymore. So if I'm able to actually transform this really easily, it's saying something. So far, it seems to be really easy, like shockingly easy. To the point that I'm almost like scared at how easy this is. Oh, okay. Okay, that might have been the easiest transformation I've ever done on any of these figures, on any of these videos. Yeah, barring like, you know, the $9.99 figure. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. All right, so overall, car looks really solid. Definitely has the nice old school vibe to it, so I'm pretty happy with that. Head being here, it's a little weird, but it still works. Like, you don't see the face, which is fine. And there's a lot of old school figures where you can see the face, and you're just like, what the hell? Everything snapped together really easily, really well. Yeah, there's like very few things I was fidgety on at all. So you saw how easy that was for me. And I definitely do not have the touch when it comes to these figures anymore. So I'm giving myself massive props of pulling this off without like any issues. So yay me. Of course, you know, the big question will be is how easy can I transform it back? And the answer is probably going to be pretty easy because I don't think this was all that difficult. So yeah, as you see, really easy to transform. I had some fun with this. It's just a nice figure, I think. I'm a fan of it. I think it looks good. I'm pumped to see what Menasor is going to be like. I want to see a massive, massive, massive combiner. Like a huge, huge combiner that actually feels like it's gigantic and it's going to jack people up. So I'm kind of pumped on that. I think it's going to be potentially really neat. And yeah, I'm excited to see what that's going to be like. So yeah, I mean, this I think the figure is still on order. I don't think it is out yet in shops, but we'll have a link underneath this video where you can buy and order your own figure, and make sure to get yours when it comes out. There we go. Not bad getting it back. That's, and I have transformed it back on the video, almost under 10 minutes. I'm very proud of myself because we've seen my videos. I'm not all that great at doing this. So, yeah. On that note, I really appreciate you watching, as always. Thanks so much. It's much appreciated. Really, really, really. Okay. If you are into the latest Transformers news, especially when it comes to comics, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. Of course, we've got, we'll do unboxing videos and stuff like that here, right here on GPTV. If you want to get your own figure, as I said, there's a link underneath where you can purchase your own. It'll be affiliate links, so to get a small percentage by doing that, you'll support our site. I, of course, want to thank you all for watching, and I want to thank Hasbro for hooking us up with this copy. Very cool figure. And yeah, so you can catch us every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep playing with those toys and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.